Hi guys, this is Nikki, also known as Business Trader, and you're watching the January 26, 2021 live market update. Let me begin. Actually, guys, wait up. I'm gonna try to voice memo this, so hintay. For those who aren't aware, we're also on Spotify, so you can actually just follow me on YouTube and also on Spotify. My Ticker handle on Spotify is at Faces Trader, and my Twitter handle is at Faces Trader as well. So let me begin again. Good afternoon. It's January 26, 2021. It's a Tuesday, and you're watching the Awesome10X Global Market Update. So let's begin. Are the markets actually retarded? Retarded markets and extensions. Here's what Awesome10X thinks. In the Twitter pages, you're seeing that the age of the compounder brother is over. The time of the retard has come. GameStop, rally, reverse, stop, reverse, stop. There were a lot of halts on GameStop. From 160, it fell to $80. And you could see that the people who got squeezed were actually short, who were short on GameStop because this one rallied from what? From about $3 to 160 or 50x in about a year, right? So to me, what happened really was very simple. Pigs get slaughtered because the pigs were what? The bulls and the bears. Why? Can you be a pig as a bear? Of course. Do you know how big of a short squeeze the people who have GameStop were? The people who were shorting GameStop deserve to lose money, in my view. Because even if you think that at $50 or at $80 that it wasn't worth a single $5 or $6, what was your risk reward shorting that? Not in your favor. You knew that GameStop at $50 would probably go down, probably or probably not. What's the point of trying to put your ego? I don't understand. I think anyone here who actually lost money on GameStop, whether you bought long or you bought short, you kind of actually asked for it. We bought some GameStop at about 4, probably at the highest of about 7, 7.7. That was it. Now, even if you bought at about, let's say, 14, somewhere here, the only mistake that I really didn't do for GameStop was to hold it for the biggest move. Because, at the end of the day, I thought, GameStop, it's not for me a 10x move. I thought that, okay, this is a one-night stand, which is a short-term trade for me, like a short-term fling, and that was it. So, okay, you enter some here, you probably sell some here at about 13, 16, and that's it. And if you really want to enter again, you get in again, then you sell somewhere here. Of course, this was where the start of the pump happened, right? 20 to 30, consolidate, 40 to 90 to 150, $160. At the end of the day, what exactly happened to GameStop? Similar to what Signal did, right? Take a look at these names. Signal. People were saying that about the Elon Musk tweet. What happened here? From about what? 85 cents to $70. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 days. That was a 100x in 3 days. Obviously, after that, you make a gap down, $25 all the way to $5. If you can't sustain it, it won't be, momentum to the upside and momentum to the downside. Congratulations, basically, to the people who have longs on GameStop, like Michael Burry at about $3 and $4. He could sell all he wants at $100, $90, $50, $40, right? So, of course, what you're seeing here is definitely people who are retarded. Retarded because they are always in there for the fast money, not knowing the risk that they are taking in, which in my view should be something that every person should learn about, whether they're buying stocks, they're buying whatever asset it may be. So sometimes I actually think that the market is great for actually punishing both the longs and the shorts. The pigs, as always, love to be slaughtered. I love eating lechon, and so I love to see pigs get slaughtered. Right now, you are seeing that with an epic short squeeze, what's happening in the market? They're looking for other potential short squeeze part 2, part 3, part 4. And I think what happened classically was actually these types of things. You are seeing actually some extensions, but you are seeing what? What is this, guys? This is an inverse head and shoulders for Nokia. Now, let me tell you what. The truth is, Nokia is not a dinosaur. It is not a dinosaur. You go to the museum, the dinosaur hates the fact that his ancestors are now dead. But the truth is, 2016, guys, Nokia actually exited the entire smartphone business. Nokia is actually the top three when it comes to 5G operators. If you want to know more about that, you can actually go to, of course, Awesome10X. Those who still haven't subscribed can, of course, know that you can subscribe and like and share Awesome10X. What about Nokia should you know about it? The truth of the matter is that Ericsson and Nokia are 5G digital infrastructure enablers. Yes, you heard me right. They are actually 5G related behemoths. We're talking about the triopoly. When you take a look at the market share, it's actually Ericsson, Nokia, and Huawei in the top three. And so, for the longest time, actually, Awesome10X has actually been recommending Nokia to be bought at about $3 to $4. We even bought here at 4, it gapped down here at 3.30. We said buy more. If you recall, around October 2020, we said to buy some Nokia. Want to check it out? Just go to October 30, 2020. Everything that I say is recorded. You can always check it again and again. But here's what I said about Ericsson, and in consequence, the digital infrastructure enabler, which is Nokia, which is also gonna be a winner. That was October 12, 2020. I discussed a lot about it. I'm gonna share to you that Singapore chose Nokia and Ericsson, not Huawei, for 5G upgradation. Two telcos like Singapore's Singtel actually rolled out their Star Hub with 5G networks with Nokia and Ericsson. Singtel will work with Ericsson. StarHub M1 will work with Nokia. More importantly, it's also Ericsson that's doing with Deutsche Telekom and SK Telecom. That's your Korea and Germany. More importantly, do you need more facts here? The people who don't know what they're buying are just the ones who should lose money, isn't it? You can see that Ericsson is evidently in all these countries announced deals. This was March 2019. They're in US, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T. They're in Vodafone, Swisscom, Telenor, TDC, Win3. They're working with Korea, SK Telecom, Australia, Telstra, and Optus. We're talking about so many deals here that only the person who's not really looking at the news should actually probably lose money and always miss out on things. Let's take a look at this. Ericsson, okay, Huawei was ousted from the heart of EU as Nokia won the Belgian contract. That was October 9, 2020. Everyone in the European zone knows that Nokia is not a phone company. It is actually a 5G related company. Let's take a look furthermore. There's so many things. NVIDIA chose Ericsson. And when you take a look at the breakdown of the shareholders, guys, this is how Ericsson's pension funds look like. Take a look at where the money of most Swedish retail investors are. 5% of them are actually with Ericsson. Of course, because Ericsson is a Swedish company. That's like the biggest in Sweden. Now, let's take a look as well with how much the growth opportunity for Ericsson is for helping these telecom providers have 5G, a $700 billion opportunity. Now, how big would it be for Nokia? Nokia also said that we enable and envision an ethical, sustainable 5G world. Now, did it ever occur to you that Nokia today, even at $5, still hasn't priced in that opportunity? Well, if Awesome10X is the first person to tell you that, then I'm happy to say that you came to the right place. Yes, Nokia here about $4.85 is not yet too late. If you didn't buy at $3.30, you didn't buy at $4, even at today's price of $4.85, yes, you are not late. Now, what exactly is it on the market share of Nokia that you have to know about? Or how about Ericsson? It says here that Ericsson is the first company to launch live commercial 5G networks on the 4 continents. Today, 70% of the top service providers evaluated in global public 4G network tests use Ericsson's radios and basebands, which are the key to 5G performance. Take note, in the last 10 years, 2010 to 2020, Ericsson went from $14 to $5 and more recently to about $11 to $12. Today, Ericsson is trading at $12, and in the last 10 years, I must say that Ericsson is not a dinosaur as most people actually think. Let's say it doesn't actually go to $100, but can it go to 14, 15, 16? The answer, in my view, would be a yes. And so, if you take a look at the opportunities of these 5G subscriptions in the next 5 years, yes, you can actually see all of that highlighted in our Awesome 10X classes. I think the last thing that you have to understand is how much exactly is this 5G opportunity for your Nokia. Well, I guess the first thing that you have to do is how many actually are gonna have the subscriber share when it comes to the next 3 to 5 years. It's very simple, guys. Take a look at the charts. Huawei is 25%, Ericsson is 23%, Nokia is 23%. You've got basically 75% of the world handled by three companies: Nokia, Ericsson, and Huawei. It's that simple. So for those people who still don't have Nokia and Ericsson, Awesome 10X would like you to smarten up your portfolio and make sure you have a 3% allocation on both of them. Now, what else are great ideas for your portfolio? All right, let me just explain a few things. You've heard from me that additive manufacturing is a great industry. Indeed, from about $2.25, where we initiated a buy coverage, Nano Dimension is currently now trading at about $16. That was, yes, from October, November, December, January, an 8x move in 3 months. Yes, you heard me right, an 8x move. Now, where is the resistance of Nano Dimension? From a charting perspective, you could see a very clear resistance here at about 21 and 22. But should you actually sell only at 21, take note, this is where the greed comes in. This is where insanity and euphoria comes in. Sure, it can go even to 32, which is why we say winners win. What you want to do is, because these are actually spiffy pops, your cost is $2. It went $2.25. 15% gain there is actually 100% gain for you because your cost is below $3. What you want to do here is actually trim, take off your profits, let your winners be the winner riding on to wherever it goes, like a rocket ship going to $25 or $30. Let it be wherever it want to go. Just like Frozen said, let it go. Now, let's take a look at few things. We said during January that we said, all right, check capital, which is actually your colorectal cancer diagnostics, is actually looking to be a good entry point here at about 1.5 to 1.8. Yesterday, it went about $2. Where exactly are the resistances for check cap? You've got a resistance at $2.55, another resistance at $3. What you want to do with these companies is that you generally need to know that here at about 150, you don't deserve to make 100%, because the people who deserve to make 10x are the people who got in at about 40 cents, right? Let's say 40 cents went to $2, they're up 500%. They could actually take profits even at $2. So what you want to do is, because you're late, you should also be aware that your trail stop has to be above 180. Meaning the people at $1 below, or even the $1.50 below, you're happy that they won't unload all their shares because they want to see this grow to as high as $2.50 or $3 or even at $10 if it really wants to go up and up and up. Now, for Razer, we talked about the Project Hazel. Take note that this $2.75 right now is looking as a resistance. However, that resistance would turn out to be a support in the future with about 250, another higher low. You want to actually enter 275 and 250 if you still haven't gotten in. Of course, you've entered at 140, 150, 160, $2, 220, 240. The point of the matter is you'll have to keep on holding your winners. If you never hold your winners, you won't make 10x. At some point in time, you have to evaluate how big is Razer in your portfolio. Okay, let's say it's already 20%, then you probably have to trim. At 280, you have to trim. If it's 10% for your portfolio, which actually represents, let's say, 5 times bigger than your original other positions, let's say your other positions are just 2 to 3%, then you want to probably trim it back to about 3%. At the end of the day, whatever your original small size position size is, we actually teach 3, 6, 9, 5, 10, 15, or if you're actually late, then 1%, 1, 2, 3. The point of the matter is that everyone here has to learn about diversification. It's just like your piggy bank. In a piggy bank, you put 10 pesos there, you put 100 pesos there, you have 20 pesos there, or you just put 10, 20 pesos here, each of them. Let's say if this was 7 piggy banks, you put 555, or 5 times 7 is 35. You put more in your winners, another 5 pesos there, until it becomes 100%, or a 10%, or a 20%. The point of the matter is choose small infants, but also choose the right shoes and the big ones. Like, you want to actually have a portfolio wherein you've got the small caps, the micro caps, but also the Charizards of the world. Your portfolio has to show the vision of your future. It can't just be all electric. It can't just be all batteries. It can't just all be about SPACs. It can't just be all e-commerce. At the end of the day, there's so many trends. You don't want to just be invested in 5G sector. What you want is a fully diversified secular trend so that you've got a really awesome 10x make money while sleeping type of portfolio. Now, let's take a look at some questions, if any. I'm looking at you, the only uranium company. All right. So I haven't studied this, but people were talking about uranium. I think this is some space-related thing. I'm not so aware, but congrats if you have it. But if you don't have it, I'll just comment based on the charts of this. I didn't study this company yet. So I'll put it in my watch list. Let me put it in my watch list right now. Watch list, study stock picks. You. All right, there. Okay. So I'll put it in my watch list. I have no answer to that. Clean Spark, is it on a buy zone already? Clean Spark, in my view, let's see. Where is it? I usually don't like to pay up. So we saw that about 30 to 40, we're advising to make a sell reco there. A very strong support probably at about $24 to $20, or even here at about 16. Because this company has a higher than average volatility, take note, this was about what? $1, $2 to 16. Then fell back to about 7 or 8. They had actually a equity offering at $9. So those $9 can still take profit at 27. I'd say that not too soon. 27 might be too soon. Try to wait about $20 if you really want Clean Spark. All I hear is Nokia to the moon. Awesome 10x retards short squeeze coming. Wall Street bets hold our beer. Well, notice today that you are seeing actually that GameStop actually had a lot of people making tens of millions of dollars because there were pigs who shorted it like crazy. We're talking about pigs who shorted GameStop like 130% of the float. If it wasn't 130% shorted, it wouldn't have gone like that. They deserve what they got. Like we were telling people when the Nasdaq was at 12,000 and people were saying, well, the Nasdaq is at resistance. What else do you have for me in store? We said, well, take a look at Nokia. We said, take a look at Jumia, which was at that point in time, $9. We were saying that GameStop at $7. Remember that. For those who have a memory problem, I'll tell you what. I have all things that I said on record. So here, NASDAQ, 12,000. And in my view, the people who have shorted Nokia will get squeezed. Yes, I do think so because you are a pig. Nobody is right all the time. And I'm not saying that I'm right, but I am on the risk mode that it's gonna be positive for the bulls. Of course, positive for the bulls is because somebody shorted it like crazy. I'm gonna show to you these people. All right, we were saying that GameStop. The details were. So you knew that, of course, some of the biggest short squeezes of all time was, of course, Overstock, right? Last year, from about $3 all the way to $120, and then back to about 50. We said at 50 that you could enter, and then at 50, right now it's trading at 70. For those who really believe in blockchain, at the end of the day, I think some of the most epic squeezes happen because really, at the end of the day, somebody shorted it like hell. And I'm not sure if people are shorting Smile Direct Club, but I'm thinking that Smile Direct Club is another, okay, we have some ideas for you. Some of the things that are actually happening right now, Smile Direct Club, I think there are some people who believe that dental health, telehealth for Zoom, for dentistry is not a reality. We believe not true. We actually think we gave a buy on Smile Direct Club at about $7, $6, $7, somewhere here. $6, $7. Then it consolidated, right? I think that recently here a break at 13. This can actually pump to about $20. I believe that Smile Direct Club IPO was somewhere in the $15 region, right? Am I correct? Smile Direct Club IPO. It was 15, right? Oh, sorry, $23, not even 15. So I do think that the resistance will be there at about $20, those who got caught with the Smile Direct Club. However, chances are the people who I don't know if there's news exactly with Smile Direct Club. Let me see. But if there wasn't news, I think that was a direct beneficiary of all the short squeeze. Let me see if there's news. 20% up last night. If it wasn't, if there was no direct news, in the green, company launches new technology, aligner treatments. Yeah, announces U.S. patents on toothbrush. So the thing is, fundamentally, I actually think that Smile Direct Club is a good company. So actually, I put it in the Awesome 10X classes in the last year. And right now, you've got momentum on our side. Gonna have to milk it in, right? Milk the winner. Just hold on to your winner. I just wanted to share some of the new, I'd say, well, yes, this is a Walking Dead creator, AMC. And because next year, or rather this year, 2021, we're going to have a lot of movies shown. In fact, are you excited for the Eternals, the Marvels? There's a lot. Like we've got a lot of Disney Streaming Plus. So all of the movies are going to be in Disney Streaming Plus. And people also are not necessarily going to go to movie theaters. And so they shorted AMC like hell. Like really Walking Dead zombie style. However, in my view, all of these Walking Dead zombies are always going to give you a short squeeze of a moment. So you would see that actually so far, $3 is now trading at $4.50 for AMC, a 50% move. Now, I'm not saying that it will continue $5 and $6 all the way. However, it is very clear that there is a massive short squeeze happening here. $2 to $3, $3 to $4.50. If the people who shorted AMC like crazy aren't yet stopping and shorting their AMC shares, I get the rip your face. I think that they'll get their, the bears would get their faces ripped. And they probably need to deserve losing money, isn't it? So at some point in time, we can talk all day about no people coming into theaters and the bankruptcy problems. But I think that you could see very clearly that this is a short squeeze stock. And very clearly here at about $4, $4.40, I'd say that even if there is a small resistance here at about $4.80 and a resistance here at $6 and more, especially here at $8, you've got more buyers here at about $4 all the way down to about $2. So the point of the matter is really about exposure. Exposure, let's say 3% or 2%. You don't have to be all in. All right, so show us the NNDM boner candles because there's a lot. Yeah, so most of the additive manufacturing indeed is in a move, whether it goes to $30 or so forth. I'd say that very strong move, right? For Copen, for Nano Dimension. Well, Copen is not like most of the. Let me just tell you, the additive manufacturing and all of these drones are really taking off. I kind of feel a little bit bad, to be honest, for not holding. And, I preach a lot about winners win, and I didn't even hold my Nano Dimension. What a loser, right? But I'm happy to say that some of us actually managed to hold their Nano Dimensions. That's why they are 8X on Nano Dimension so far. Now, let me just share to you that, of course, there are companies like Ehang who went 10X. So you can notice this was $10 now, trading at 100. Typically, I'd say that these moves cannot be sustained. Like you would get some people in these extensions, whether you call it retarded markets, extension markets. I personally would rather selling some and then just letting the market go up. Like, I don't care if I sold some partially early. So let's say you sold your Futus below 100. Let's say you got your Futu, the Robinhood of China, you got in like about $30, right? So we were getting in here, or even at $40. You saw it crazy at about $130 and then closed down to 102. Look, at the end of the day, I don't care if you believe that the Robinhood of China should go to $200, but guys, we have to restrain ourselves. As I said, pigs get slaughtered. So we cannot always just write it all up without taking some profits off. So I think like some drones were actually like extended. Ihang, Futu, at some point in time, take some profits off. A little bit. Like I'm not saying take it all, like take some profits only. In a crowded portfolio, would you choose Vuzi or Copen to build for long term? Yup, wearables, I have both. So far, I honestly think that they're both expensive. However, I didn't sell. Maybe I'm greedy. I don't think that this is over. I think that the reality is I should be seeing this hitting $20 or 25 for Vuzi. And I still think that Copen should be hitting $10. So in my view, this break all-time high of 450, even if it rose about $6 last night, and then you've got a lot of taking profit, I'd say that at some point in time, the corrections, whether they correct all the way down to $4, I'd give a buy reco if it ever falls. Now, if it doesn't fall, even better. Like if it goes $9 or $10, I think I'll just be happy. So yeah. RCX is greater than Czech. Okay, so there are better companies than Czech. All right, ACrx. What's the ticker symbol of ACrx? Are we talking about ACrx? What's ACrx? Is that the ticker symbol? Can't find ACrx. So I don't know what ACrx is. ACrx. All right, ACrx. Let's see your, whatever make you happy is a very good stock picker. He actually told me to buy Aqua Bounty at 4. It's now at 13. I didn't follow him. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at your pick. ACrx, $2 now, trading at $2.40, $1.40. I guess it's another pharmaceutical company. I'm very bad when it comes to pharma, but I'll try my best to study these recommendations. ACrx, ACrx. And then another person said Aptos or Atos, which was up last night that I didn't follow yet again. It was a breast cancer research company, ATOS. Atosa Therapeutics was up 60% last night. $1 to $3. Sayang. Didn't happen. Didn't copy. I didn't copy my other classmates who are also looking for Awesome10X names. Either way, those are companies that I'm going to take a look at. You heard it. She said size doesn't matter, so there's a chance. Agree. Like you have like 2%, 3%, make it count. Nice Pokemon. Yeah, I have Disney and Salesforce expecting higher earnings. Yeah. So the truth of the matter is you can have some Disney, some Salesforce. Sometimes you feel that, oh, this is weak, this is late, this is so slow. It's fine. You don't expect your Disney to 10x. You wait for it to 3x in maybe 5 years or 3 years. And there's nothing wrong with that. You want to accumulate your Disneys. You want to actually watch the shows, the upcoming movies. Where was that? I was watching some movies, movies coming in 2021. Like you could see that most of these movies coming out are actually it's going to be box office time again for your Disney. And in some ways, when you talk about movie reopening, right, you can't actually help it but actually see movie theaters go up. And the perfect short squeeze name for movie theater reopening would be AMC. So the higher the short float, you're actually going to see some epic squeezes the way that you saw in GME. Thoughts on Palantir? Just holding. I know that everyone is waiting for the Palantir demonstration. So Palantir has Gotham and Foundry. We think that Palantir is the Tesla in their sector, which is really about AI, artificial intelligence, and data analytics. So it's a hold. I wouldn't want to sell it, whether you're up a lot. Sometimes you just want to keep a share because I'd rather have it rather than not have it. Okay, so it's a new therapy that give. Okay, so ACrx. All right, I'll study about ACrx. Let's read about this ACrx Therapeutics. What exactly is this company that you guys like? ACrx is a therapy for acute pain. All right, so it's a specialty pharma company focused on the development of innovative therapies. Pamela Palmer envisioned a different way to treat moderate to severe acute pain. And If your hospital is facing an opioid shortage during the COVID pandemic, ACrx may be able to provide assistance. What's the recent reason why it went 50% up? Press release, let's see. It was up 50% or more than 100%. There was a stock offering, $27 million, and a cardiac surgery enhanced regimen, some extra shares, corporate presentation. Let's go. All right. I'll read it for you today. 30 pages. Got it. Let's focus on the management of acute pain. So acute is not exactly chronic. It's also not patient retail script. Per portfolio of our late stage, they've already got the Suvia. It's already approved in US and EU. So that's already done. That's good. From phase one, okay, so the only one that is post-approval, UHS, what's this? Cleveland Clinic, other IIT studies. The Zalviso is NDA ready in the US and approved in EU. So far, so these are really the two that are already commercial, the Desuvia and the Zalviso. Let's see Desuvia. Desuvia. Not a doctor, so I need to always ask all these things. A sublingual opioid administered with a single dose applicator. What is Desuvia? What you should know about this new opioid? As drug overdose deaths escalate, opioids continue to be the top killer. Okay, so this is supposedly gonna help the people who have, so it's 10 times stronger than fentanyl. My gosh, what is this? As drug overdose deaths escalate. The country is already in the midst of an opioid crisis, and the unique aspect of this Suvia is to make it a welcome addition to the tools that healthcare providers can give at their disposal, useful for soldiers who cannot obtain intravenous opioids for acute pain. 115 Americans die from opioid overdose. So it's very certain that the Suvia will worsen the opioid epidemic and kill people needlessly. Wait, what? What? Sorry, this kills people. Is that what it is? Did I read it correctly? I'm not sure what exactly I'm buying here. It's a single dose. What's this? So they actually have opioid is a related medication error continue to plaguing the acute care setting. The most second frequent drug class of medication within the acute hospital set. So people die because of opioids. All right. So there's morphine. See, I don't do drugs, so I don't know much. Do not fully address the patient of healthcare professional needs. This one is 3 hours. This is 6 minutes. It's fast acting. Fentanyl to fentanyl. All right. So basically, this is like morphine. Okay. So fentanyl, duration of 3 hours. Okay, what does the Suvia do? This defense provided $22 million. Maybe these are for the PTSD, like post-traumatic stress disorder, right? So they had a lot of wars, so they're taking some drugs. And so, yeah, I guess this is what they need. All right, so we should be happy that there is such a thing to help them from their acute pain. The Suvia is the most common adverse. Okay, the reactions, they've got nausea, headache, vomiting, dizziness. All right, some studies. What else? No cognitive impairment. When administering the Suvia, okay, I'll read more about what this Suvia is. Characteristics. So the Suvia is sufentanil, sublingual tablet. It's a clear unmet need in acute pain management. Let's try to understand and read more. They said it's $145, the component cost of an IV opioid dose. So $62 drug, catheter, etc. It's cost intensive versus the Suvia. So there's a revenue growth for Department of Defense, hospital penetration, commercial partnership, like dental, fertility, EMS. Milestone approval already in April 2020. They already got a 4-year contract awarded in September. Deployment already with military, already approved. Okay, so they have already clients. This is the ACrx. Your progress, our promise. Estimated over 7 million surgeries. All right, got it. So for surgeries, you gotta need some Disuvia. Approximately 300 hospitals. Okay, I get it. All right, so it's more like it's an unmet need. I understand. All right, I think I understand what you're talking about and what you're telling me. They have some cash and they've got some regulatory approvals. They already have patents and they already have cash. And perhaps the reason why they raised money is because they raised recently some money for production of more ACrx Disuvias, perhaps. So, $2.35 per share. Where it is today is ACrx is now trading at just $2.40, isn't it? Last night, ACrx was up 20%. So, all right. Okay, I get it. So, you are telling me that the support is at about $2 or $2.30. So, because there was $20 million, $30 million who got in, I should be buying today at $2.40. All right. Because it probably can go to $10 or $5 at the very least. Where is the FinViz market cap of ACrx? You've got $50 million in cash. How much is your market cap today? And how many people are actually going to order these Disuvias? Well, they said that the military was ordering 27%. So you've got 238, so about one fourth, one fifth of your money is actually cash right now. And you got more cash, which is 80 million, 20 million plus 50 million, 70, and all those lala 5 million. All right. Okay. I need to understand more, but I think I can understand that it's acute pain management, and this is for cardiac surgery. All right. So it's for healthcare who are doing a lot of surgery. Cardiac surgery, undergoing cardiac surgery, anesthesiologist said that this will serve as a principal thing. Total dose administered from surgery to discharge. All right, I get it. So what is Disuvia? Approved in 2018. Hospital surgical centers for the management of acute pain required as an opioid analgesic for which alternative treatments are inadequate. So they provide rapid analgesia via a non-invasive route and to eliminate the dosing errors with intravenous administration. In just a single-strand solid dosage by healthcare professionals. So fentanyl is only marketed for IV and epidural anesthesia and analgesia. So you just do it if you actually have acute pain management only. Okay, I got it. I think I understand your view. Okay, I will study more, but I think, all right, I can understand the risk reward. All right, so social media stocks are probably the best. Okay, wait, there's so many questions here. I'm a beginner for a long time and I've wanted to invest in the global market because of innovation. Agree, but I don't know where to start. I don't even have an international broker. You can open 2 accounts. With interactive brokers, you have access to everything. And I think like personally, if you have only one choice, open with interactive brokers, because in interactive brokers, you can access international. We're talking about accessing Brazil, accessing Poland, accessing London, Europe, China, Canada, US, all the SPACs in the world, Norway, everything. Now, the thing about people opening with eToro is that I think it is dummy, as in beginner friendly. In eToro, these are all CFDs. What you call CFDs are contract for derivatives. You're not exactly buying Tesla shares when you're buying there. It's just a contract for derivative that actually mirrors the exact Tesla stock. So example, even in eToro, I bought some Teladoc. I'm not necessarily a shareholder of Teladoc. It just is a mimicking of the Teladoc Health, which is found abroad. Now, all I can say is that eToro is for beginners who still don't understand. But the problem with eToro is that it's very limited. The good thing about eToro is that you can copy. And I freely allow you to copy. This is my Twitter. This is my eToro. Like my name is Nikki. And this is my Twitter handle, which is @FacesTrader. You can just click the copy people. And then here you can copy everyone you want. But I don't want to copy. I just really want to make my own portfolio, so I didn't copy. Plus, I think that if you copy people, they're probably gonna ask for some percentage of your profit. Get copied, get paid, become a popular investor. These are the most copied people. So my intention is actually to be copied. So far, because I'm not eligible to be copied because I just opened my eToro account about January 13. So this was really just an account that I opened last 2 weeks. Yeah. So yeah, actually, you'll notice that I made an error here because I tried to buy some Palantir and I sold it because I just really wanted to try. Of course, Palantir right now is trading what, $38. Anyway, it's just 100, so don't worry. I have some Palantir in my other account. But there, so I opened January 13, I opened January 15. On January 13, I already bought some names. And you can actually just copy me. So I'll tell you what else I'm looking to buy in my eToro account. I'm looking to buy, well, this one is quite expensive already, but this is related to some drones. So very expensive already for AVAV, AeroVironment. So I'll try to wait it out if there's a pullback. I'm taking a look to get a pullback on Fort, if any. I want to get some Disney. If I can't get in at $170 or 172, I'll probably buy it up. But yeah, so I have some pending buy orders on the following. So some Nokia, Ericsson, some Disney. PTC would be industrial automation. So yeah, some names are actually slow, but it's okay. Yeah, so I just really emphasize portfolio risk management. So you'll notice that a $5,000 account typically has $100, $150, $200, $300. So really, that's like my normal size. And you'll notice that if it means that my account is $50,000, then I'm gonna open $1,000, $5, $3,000. That's really how I do my own math. 5%, 3%, so many companies to buy. What are your thoughts on Twitter? I'm okay with Twitter. I really think that about $36, it was cheap. We actually gave a buy reco here. 47 right now. I just wanted more of Facebook, but social media like Google and Facebook are really, to me, reopening themes. So we bought more Google here at about $1,450. Right now it's trading at 1,900. I think that Google is the one that's gonna go to. Facebook is gonna report their earnings this January 27, which is tomorrow. I think it's gonna blast off to all-time highs once they report the earnings, or even if it doesn't go all-time highs. Which reminds me, yeah, I don't have Facebook here, so I should get some Facebook. Yeah. For Twitter, I don't know the earnings report of Twitter, but I think that yeah, it should be okay. I just prefer for my digital ads, I'd go for Facebook and other names. Wait up. Where are you guys? Did I delete? Okay, there. All right. So how much do you recommend? It's really up to you. You can open $1,000, $2,000, whatever amount you want. Seriad is also a VTOL, like Ihang. Wow. Okay, thanks for that recommendation. Let's take a look at Seri. Okay, at Seri, ACrx will allow more targeted acute pain, preventing opioid overdoses. Okay, I get it. Thank you. Fentanyl is on the naughty list, notorious list for abuse and addiction, so they are ripe to be disrupted. Less overdose, less addiction can be used for procedures. Thank you, whatever makes you happy. Yeah. Thank you. I know that you know your therapeutic names. Can you do a deep dive of Sun Pacific Holdings? This stock looks promising. Sun Pacific. Let's take a look at that. So your question is Seri and Sun Pacific. All right. Seri, Xeri. Let me share to you a few things, guys, that I'm also studying. All right. Looks like a good name. Thank you for your pick. Let's see whether we should buy it on dips. Even when I'm late, guys, I'm okay because I try to buy it on dips. I want to thank and I want to give a shout out to the people who give me ideas, because in a way, I'm happy to give you ideas as well in return. Seri and what was the rest? Sun Pacific. What was that? Sun Pacific, SNPW. My gosh. All right. This is a winner. What exactly did this do? Wow. What did this do? What does Sun Pacific do? Sun Pacific. What is in season? What are you? What are you? What is Sun Pacific? What is this company? What's the name? SN Sun Pacific Holding. Sun Pacific Holding Corp. Okay, it says here that you are on a mission to transform neighborhoods across the country by renewable energy, and you're using blockchain to improve grid management of renewable energy like never before. You're in the United States, subsidiaries, Med Recycler, Sun Pacific Power, National. All right, so I'm gonna check your Twitter account. I'm gonna look at your website. Um, take a look at the company specifics, market cap. Is this a $100 million company? All right, it's a $200 million company, up 155% last night. What did they issue last night? Why did it go up? Stocks that hit 52-week high, Bitcoin mining, all right, prospering in the pandemic. All right. It's up 150% without any news. Let's see. Sun Pacific, we're following it. All right. Med Recycler will pay several thousands in property tax. Okay, which is a benefit. Are you curious about our unique? Oh, it turns medical waste into clean energy. Okay, did they just buy into this company? It says waste to energy. On this beautiful Sunday, we want to prepare for the exciting week to come. Waste to energy. Med Recycler will serve the Rhode Island. Is this a SPAC? No, it's not. Congratulations to Government Raimondo serving on President Biden. Okay, so this is a company that I'm interested to learn. All right, let me try to study this company. Says here that they are, what exactly? So they are three companies. They've got Sun Pacific Security, they have Street Smart Outdoor, and they've got Med Recycler. Okay, looks amazing. Looks good. I mean, first impression, guys, looks good. $200 million company. Probably people felt that this is so cheap. That's why they bought it up 150%. Plus, they only announced that Med Recycler perhaps just recently, isn't it? So most likely, this was 17 hours ago. So they just said about this one, that they could turn medical waste into energy. That's amazing if they really are doing that. Leading edge. Whoa. Okay. Good idea. Good pick. I will study this company. What else? So, did you trade GME? Unfortunately, I sold it early, but we have some clients who have it. I'm not a trader. I usually just buy and hold. So if I held it, I have $5 and $7, then it would have been 10x and more. How about GoPro? Is there anything about GoPro? I'm not quite sure. I mean, what about it? I don't think it's doing well. I mean, I think it's a dead company. Whoa, it's $9, 229. I don't know much about the company. I mean, I know it's cameras, right? But other than that, I don't know much. Sorry. I don't have any idea. What a boner. Yeah, Sun Pacific, what a boner. I'll send you a link. All right. You can send me a link. My email is awesome10xofficial@gmail.com. And you can actually just tag me on Twitter if you want. Like my Twitter handle is @FacesTrader. And please don't forget to also open your eToro accounts. If you ever want to open, here's my personal link because I get $50 if you open an account. And you get $50 as well if you do. So those are just small things, but it helps. Yeah, so I'll study this Med Recycler RI. Good idea. And what was the other one? Seriant. Let's see. Dollar Seri. Both are very promising companies. But HYSR with its Gen 2 tech, whoa. You know, this one is hydrogen sun, right? I actually learned about this from a client as well. This one is actually very strong. I don't have it, but he has it, and he made a lot of money here. Sun Hydrogen. Yeah, this one went from about something like, from about 2 cents to 30 cents or 15x move. This is a company that I don't have, But I mean, if it's in the same, right? If it's in the same category, I want to study all the cousins and the relatives of these types of companies. So yeah, of course, one of the best ways to actually make a lot of money is simple. If you see the mother make money, the father would most likely make money. The baby will also make money. So, example, when we made money on Sun Power, Sun Run, you would have guessed that we'd have made money in Canadian Solar and Phase and all the types of companies in the solar region and the wind region. So that's really an awesome 10x idea for you. If you see a great company in a sector, look for the competition because chances are the competition is also making money if it's an industry-wide move. Hi, Nikki, BMIX. Thank you. More ideas. BMIX. BMIX. So, lots of company ideas. Brazil Minerales, another good move. 2993. Brazil Minerales is probably helping which company? PMIX is gold and mineral mining in Brazil. But gold isn't going as high. Why is it going up as like that? Lithium. Okay, I understand. This is lithium. It's not gold. Because lithium is growing. Brazil Minerals is expanding their lithium project. The play in Brazil Mineral is not about gold. It's about these exploration permits. Yeah. So I think like it's about these types of projects. They're adding titanium, they're adding those minerals. So yeah. Says here January 4, Brazil Minerals announced that it has received exploration permits that are now part of its lithium project in Minas Gerais in Brazil. Focus on hard rock lithium from high-grade pegmatites. And so it has projects in titanium, lithium, and rare earth, as well as a stake in Jupiter Gold. All right. So between the two of them, I'd rather study more on the Sun Pacific. But this is a Latin American pick. Yeah, mostly in Brazil and Chile. That is where lithium is. So they probably found a mine. So that's the reason why Brazil Minerales went up from about this price to about that price. For that, it's gonna be almost similar to the moves of Piedmont Lithium. So you get a big move, you get it down, so and then it goes up. But usually, when you're late, the big moves are done. You're probably just gonna make 100%. So I think like for Brazil Minerales, it could be quite risky to enter that the BMIX. Typically for miners like these, unless you can buy it here back at about 110,000, but it's already at 43,000 eh. So baka hindi, baka it only falls 25,000. It's hard to get this already. I'm gonna just wait. I think that you'll get an entry point. If you can't, then no worries. Says here that they've got a triad of strategic minerals, titanium, lithium, and rare earth. So that's the reason why it went up. My guess. Okay, some great ideas I got from you guys. I hope you learned something too from me. Brazil, Minerales, AMC, Smile Direct Club. Yeah, this one, Rocket Companies, I was saying last night at $20. It was great. Today, it's 23. I do think it's going to go $28 or even further. Rocket Loans is actually one of the awesome 10x picks. If you want to get some Rocket Company by Dan Gilbert, just check out our awesome 10x idea on Rocket. It was a free Friday class. Nokia is a yes for me. EHang might be a take profit here, about $90. Doyu is also a buy for me here at about $13. We got in here at about 11 and 12. Even some of us got in at 15. So that would make us our average about 13. If you don't have Doyu, you can still enter about 1360. I think it's going to go esports all-time high. Doyu and Huya are going to merge. And you're going to close that merger acquisition by June 2021. Razer is a buy on dips. You've got Nano Dimension. Nano Dimension is quite in the high zone. I'd say that people who got in about 6 and 9, because there were like equity offerings there, they might want to sell at about 21. But I won't want to enter at 16, even if it can go 21 or 30. So I usually don't want to chase. But for those who have it, just keep it. So many strong moves last night, but also so many profit-taking moves. What can we say about SPACs? Well, a lot, except that I'm not going to reveal all of the SPACs today. Hope that you learned your lessons and find ideas as well, make some money, and have an awesome 10x life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Sobrang late na pala. 1 hour. Pasensya.